Time is the only resource you can earn more of. But what if you could buy it back? Not by outsourcing your life, but by changing the way you think about time, energy, and value. Dan Martell isn't just teaching productivity. He's teaching freedom. Buy back your time isn't about doing more. It's about doing less of what drains you and more of what truly moves your life forward. Because if you're constantly overwhelmed, trapped in tasks that anyone could do, you're not building a business, you're building a prison. This is your permission slip to design a life you don't need a vacation from. Let's dive in. At the heart of Dan Martell's method is a powerful truth. You can't scale your life or business if you're stuck doing $10 per hour tasks. He introduces the concept of the time and energy audit, an honest look at where your hours go and how each activity makes you feel. Because it's not just about time management, it's about energy alignment. You might be spending hours replying to emails, managing schedules, handling customer support, tasks that drain you, even if you can do them well. But just because you're capable doesn't mean it's the best use of your time. Martell urges you to identify your buyback rate, the dollar value of your time per hour based on the impact you create. Then comes the breakthrough. You start buying back time by hiring others to do low-value, low-joy tasks so you can reinvest your time into high-leverage work. That might mean sales calls, strategic thinking, or simply more time with your family. Buying back time isn't selfish. It's responsible leadership. Because the more aligned your calendar becomes with your zone of genius, the more energy you unlock. And energy is your greatest currency. One of the most liberating ideas Martell shares is that most entrepreneurs build businesses they grow to hate. They think freedom comes from ownership, but without intention, ownership just becomes obligation. The real breakthrough is when you realize you should design your calendar for your dream life and then build your business around it, not the other way around. Another powerful shift is understanding the pain line. It's the moment where you're tempted to avoid discomfort, like letting go of control or trusting someone else to handle your inbox. But breakthroughs always live on the other side of that pain line. If you're willing to push through it, you open the door to scale, impact, and peace. Martell also emphasizes the replacement ladder. It's a step-by-step process for buying back time, starting with low-value admin tasks, then moving up to creative or client work until you're left only with the things you were uniquely built to do. And here's something counterintuitive. He argues that time freedom doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing work that lights you up, with control over when and how you do it. Because meaning doesn't come from quitting, it comes from creating. So how do you buy back your time, starting today? It begins with radical honesty. Print out your calendar. Mark every activity as either an energy giver or drainer. Notice what you're doing that someone else could do at 1/5 of your buyback rate. Then ask, if I could buy this hour back, what would I do with it instead? Start small. Hire a virtual assistant for inbox management. Use scheduling software instead of chasing replies. Automate repeatable tasks with simple tools. And here's the mindset shift. Stop seeing hiring as an expense. See it as buying back freedom. As you reclaim more time, pour it into your highest leverage activities. Building products, casting vision, deepening relationships. Don't wait until burnout forces your hand. Design your week like your future depends on it, because it does. And if guilt shows up, remind yourself, when you buy back your time, you don't just free yourself. You free others to rise in their roles too. Everyone wins when you stop being the bottleneck and start being the builder. Dan Martell doesn't just teach delegation. He teaches liberation. He reminds us that time isn't just money, it's life. And how you spend your hours is how you spend your legacy. You don't need more hacks. You need a new relationship with time. One where you stop measuring productivity by how busy you are and start measuring it by how aligned you feel. You weren't built to chase your to-do list until your energy runs out. You were built to lead, to create, to thrive. And it all starts with one decision, to buy back your time. Because you can always make more money, but you'll never make more hours. And once you reclaim your time, you reclaim your power. If you're ready to escape overwhelm, scale with freedom, and finally build a life that fuels you, read Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell. This book is not about getting more done. It's about doing less better. The link to purchase the book is in the description below. And if you want more TED-style summaries that help you lead smarter, live freer, and think deeper, subscribe to BookSnap, because your time is your power, and it's time to take it back.